The call came while I was standing in the frozen food aisle, my hands wrapped around a box of ice that was already melting. My sister's name lit up the screen. I didn't answer. I already knew what her voice would sound like, careful, rehearsed, threaded with guilt she didn't know how to carry. Around me, freezers hummed, strangers argued over dinner. Life continued with cruel precision. My phone vibrated again, a text this time. "We didn't plan this. Please don't come today." Today. The word cracked something old inside me. I stared at my reflection in the freezer glass, pale, hollow, older than I remembered. The woman staring back had once swallowed a truth so heavy it bent her spine inward. I had been pregnant, and I had said nothing, not to him, not to my family, not even to myself out loud. I pressed my palm to my abdomen out of instinct. There was nothing there now, just memory, just absence. A laugh escaped me, quiet, wrong. I picked up my phone and finally answered. Her breathing hit my ear before her words did. "We need to talk," she said. I closed my eyes. So did I. Years earlier, he had left without shouting. That was the first betrayal. No slammed doors, no explanations, just distance growing teeth. He told me I was distant, that I was hiding something. He wasn't wrong. I was hiding a heartbeat. But before I could find the courage, before I could choose the right moment, my sister chose hers. Family dinner, warm lights, laughter too loud to be real. I remember the way his hand rested on her lower back, casual, familiar, like muscle memory. No one noticed but me. No one ever does. Later, my mother pulled me aside. Her voice was gentle, but her eyes were already decided. "They're in love," she said. "You should be happy for them." I nodded. Shock doesn't always scream. Sometimes it sits perfectly still and lets everyone walk past it. I moved out quietly. My sister moved in loudly. They said I was bitter, unstable, dramatic. I bled alone in a bathroom 3 weeks later. I didn't tell them that either. Years passed. Silence hardened into reputation. I became the difficult one, the sister who couldn't move on. They married. I disappeared. Until today. I didn't confront them when I returned to town. I watched. I listened. Patterns revealed themselves to those patient enough to wait. He avoided my eyes. She watched my hands too closely. My mother flinched whenever my name entered a room. I smiled. I nodded. I played the role they'd written for me. At night, I researched medical records, old clinic receipts I'd kept without knowing why, a date circled in red ink. I ordered a DNA test using preserved samples I never threw away. Grief makes you meticulous. While waiting, I followed routines, morning walks, coffee with acquaintances who pretended not to know. I saw him with their child, my child, his eyes, my bone structure. The resemblance screamed. Still, I waited, because truth is sharper when it's confirmed. The envelope arrived on a Tuesday, white, clean, indifferent. I read it once, then again, 99.98%. I felt nothing at first, then clarity. I asked him to meet me, just coffee, neutral ground. He arrived nervous, older, softer. I slid the envelope across the table. "Do you remember," I asked calmly, "the winter you said I was hiding something?" He didn't open it. "I wasn't hiding," I continued. "I was protecting." His hands shook as he read. Silence stretched thin. "She knew," he whispered. I nodded. "She told them all," I said, "that I was lying, that you were never mine to begin with." He broke then. Tears, apologies, excuses. I watched, like a scientist observing a predictable reaction. I didn't expose them publicly. That would have been mercy. Instead, I filed legal paperwork quietly. Custody rights, financial obligations, names attached to truth. My sister called me screaming, My mother cried. He begged. I attended the family gathering one last time, placed copies of documents on the table. "I won't fight you," I said softly. "I already won." They stared at the proof like it might combust. I stood up before anyone could touch me, before anyone could rewrite the narrative again. I left town the next morning. No tears, just air filling my lungs for the first time in years. I didn't get my child back, but I got the truth out of their mouths and into the light. Some wounds don't heal, they sharpen. And now, when I remember them, I feel nothing at all. That's how I know it's over.